first match we have is one of our commentators, Ryan.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's playing. I believe his opponent's playing Storm.
I'm playing Black White Grief Blade.
But the bad version of it, 'cause he's not playing.
But it's even worse because I'm playing Witch's Oven and a cat because I love it. I'm playing a couple Urza Sagas so they can grab me Witch's Oven. It's cool.
I will say, I love how you guys all give shit to me for playing Wurza like all the time. Ryan's like,
I love Cat Oven. I try and shove it and everything. It was good before quarantine.
It was a good year and a half ago.
I was doing pretty solid with it, I think. Is that what it was, or was it like first when we came back? I don't know.
Alright. Oh, it looks like you're mulliganing, which isn't great against. I assume he's playing Storm.
Yeah, he's on Storm.
Okay.
He's on Storm. I knew he was on Storm.
I mean,
that's why I mulliganed that hand, I think.
Yeah.
I had to mulligan so much this match. I was not getting very lucky.
And that's so like Storm is in a weird position where before Storm was one of the faster decks in the format, and now it's one of the slower decks in the format, which feels real counterintuitive.
Yeah. Yeah, you think so.
So I mean, like with a fantastic hand, what Storm was typically able to go off like turn 3, and like now you're having licks like, is it Blitz? Just like, oh, you're dead, or you're within striking range like turn 3 or turn 4. It's just like
you're one bolt away on turn 3. Oh, okay.
All right, so I mean, you only had him looking once this one. That's not too bad.
I think if I remember correct, I think I bottomed like a grief, or maybe no, I didn't bottom a grief because then I wouldn't have done that because I still had like the ephemerate and the white source in here, I think.
Yeah.
I bottomed. I don't know. I think some like black card that I wanted because if I remember correct, my first draw was grief, and I was like, "You're kidding me." I could have done it, but I bottomed the one card left.
Gotcha. So it looks like that is Serum Vision's secret lair art of it. So I mean, yeah, the typical Storm is turn 1, it's Serum Visions or Sleight of Hand. Yeah. Just sculpting that hand. I guess occasionally, I don't know if they play Opt anymore, but I know occasionally it was Opt as well.
I think he was just Serum Visions and Sleight of Hand.
I mean, hand control is always just good against. I don't even remember to focus the camera. This next one, like I can still see everything pretty well. But
yeah, 2 Electromancers, Pier, and then Aria Flame.
Aria Flame and Ritual. I'm probably, if you don't have removal for the Goblin Electromancers, I'm probably taking Electromancer.
Yeah, I think I took one of the Electromancers.
Yeah, like if you have,
that way I had removal for the other one.
Yeah.
I was like,
depending on how much removal you have in your hand, that's what you go for.
I see Ephemerate. Oh, I think I have Vindicate in my hand for the Aria.
I mean, yeah. Right, like, hey, thanks for the free 10 life.
Yeah, I'll take 10 life, man.
Like, I remember, like, that card being, very, I don't want to say controversial, it just seemed really weird. Like, I'm gonna give my opponent 10 life, but it's like, but, like, I don't have to have a grape shot now. I can just literally just cast a bunch of mana.
My storm count keeps going now.
Yeah.
It's between turns. So I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll take 10 life.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh yeah, my mana base is killing me.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
well, and I was like, and you can't Vindicate until turn 3.
Yeah.
So I mean, if he's able to go like Goblin and start going off, that could be a problem. But if you have removal in your hand, then you're still sitting okay. 2 mana for Stoneforge.
Oh right, Stoneforge.
Okay.
I was like, all right, kill Stoneforge or meet your maker. Well, I've called you here in a minute, so.
I mean, yeah.
Was that the Cauldron or Batterskull? Because I had the other one in hand.
Yeah. And that's the thing, like, everyone's like, oh, like, Cauldron's ridiculous. I'm guessing a Cauldron in hand then. Yeah. But it was like, then, I mean, we had this conversation in our team group chat was, Prismatic Ending just takes care of the token, even though the token is indestructible. It's like, just pay a white and...
Yeah, I mean, so does Path. Like, Path takes care of the token.
Right, but, like, you give something for your opponent at that point as opposed to ending. You're just like, nah, it goes away. If you want to equip it, pay 7 mana. Good luck.
Yeah. See, I guess my thing is, like, I feel like you still have to be going pretty quick, because I just feel like if you're going real slow, like, 7 mana's gonna happen. They're gonna get
Oh, yeah,
to
no.
7
Or,
mana.
I mean, if you're playing a dex like mine, we're like, oh, when we combo, we get a bunch of mana. Like, this is fine. Alright. Well, I mean, not much in land drops. Looks like eliminate Vindicate Bitter Blossom?
Yeah, I think Bitter Blossom.
I don't think you have Cauldron Complete in hand.
Okay, maybe I don't.
I mean, like, in this matchup, I guess,
Right. I messed up here because I forgot Vindicate Sorcery.
Well, I was gonna say, like, having the Barrel Skull in hand is, against Storm, is more important because, like, the higher life total, the more...
Game line. Oh, okay. Maybe I get the... Maybe I get it because I ephemerate. Like, I don't remember this much at all. I remember most of that day. I was...
But no, yeah, so like, alright, we're just gonna go Barrel Skull. Yeah.
Give me a germ token. Old germ token is holding a Battle Skull in the yard.
Well, now it can be wrong, because now, what about you? You're going to be getting new ones with the Culture Complete?
It could have Culture. But
Inquisition's pretty good here.
Inquisition, I think maybe it is Opt. Maybe he has Opt.
Yeah, that's the... That's a sleight of hand. That would be a terrible one to draw. There's a bunch of mystery cards now as well. Oh!
Ritual, Manamorphose, and Sleight of Hand. I think I take the Manamorphose.
That's why I didn't take the Goblin.
Right, or the Goblin.
I was like, I feel like the Goblin is a better choice here.
I didn't see those 2 cards at the bottom. I'm like, alright, cool.
Because they were previously revealed. That's why I was just like...
Okay, yeah, I was paying attention. That's great.
Look at you doing it at sorcery speed.
Woo! Yeah, no 3 fairy for me. They haven't printed the Esper Triland yet. Once they do,
they have actually. You can't go search for it.
Yeah,
but
they haven't printed the good Esper Triland.
Okay, I was
yet.
like, they have because the Esper
the one
Sanctum.
that matters. Once they do, oh my god, I feel like Esper's like one to play. I'll just want to play Teferi with instant speed and hand disruption.
Yeah, it's real good. Like, hey, during upkeep, Thought sees you. Or excuse me, during draw step, Thought sees. Yeah. What you get? Nah.
It was fun enough doing it with Thought Erasure.
Yeah.
In standard. That was pretty good.
Yeah. I feel like you're very ahead in this game.
Yeah, I am. I'll go find my sword.
You mean the Cauldron?
Cauldron. I thought I had already done it.
Apparently my commentator is drunk, and it's only 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
I'm in rough shape.
You couldn't even wait until 5 to start drinking.
Right. Cauldron 9U.
Yeah, I was like, ooh.
9U, I go up.
I was like, yeah, put Cauldron into play with the not summoning 6 Stoneforge just to 9U and gain 4 life.
I go up to 28. Do you win this turn with here? Peer into the Abyss, Pyretic Ritual, and Manamorphose?
I mean, if he has a reducer, he can still combo.
He could potentially, but I don't feel like he could get 28 damage.
I mean, I think he's playing the older version with Remand, so he could. It's even Grape Shot, Remand, Grape Shot.
He might be.
That's I've played Storm. I know that some weird things like that happen. I mean, our commentator currently is not winning this game. Tef, Mr. Toast, but
I'm not winning the game.
Or excuse me, he's winning this game.
I'm very much winning this game. I'm like, all right, well.
Apparently, I have also started drinking earlier in the day.
He managed to make me sacrifice all my artifacts somehow. I guess I still have 2/1/2.
Yep. Looks like. I mean, he's peering, so he has a reducer.
I see Opt Baral. I can't tell the rest of this card.
So he doesn't have to reveal. He just gets to pick a card. So I believe he did it at the end of your turn.
Yeah, that's end of my turn. And he picks the op.
Maybe he can't take Brawl with Peer Through Depths?
I'm pretty sure it's just, look at the card, but maybe you can only grab like an instant sorcery. Is it Peer Through Depths? I keep saying you do this. Oh yeah, it's only instant sorcery.
Okay. So that's since we wasn't able to grab Brawl.
Right.
Yeah, so yeah, if he didn't draw Reducer, I don't think he can...
That's it, yeah. It's a yeah moment.
And there's the gifts ungiven.
Yeah.
Yep, no, it's gonna be GG. Alright. So I feel like you should definitely be boarded in Graveyard. Hate.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly what I boarded in. Yeah, look at my sideboard.
Like Ashiok would be a good one.
Yeah, I think I grabbed like my Ashioks.
So Ashiok stops gifts and his fetches.
Skyclave because it kills the mana reducers and Aria. Never mind, I didn't do. Man, I'm the worst at sideboarding. I'm like, do I do Fulminator? Just keep them low on mana?
No, like having extra spot removal because like Storm really does rely on the reducers would be a good plan. See, and like he didn't really see like what your deck is supposed to be doing.
He saw one part of what it does.
Right, so he's probably thinks just like a black-white like Stoneforge deck, as opposed to like Grief. I guess a hand disruption deck is really what like the base of your deck is. So he's probably just gonna be bringing in like creature spot removal.
Yeah. But I think I ended up sideboarding one more card because I forgot that I had 2 Bitter Blossoms in the deck. I only thought I had 1, so I cut one, and then I'm like looking at my deck and I see the other Bitter Blossom and I'm like, wait, that might be a bit slow against Storm.
Yeah, I would say like Bitter Blossoms are really good against like control decks.
And Jund and stuff. Is Jund a control deck?
Technically, yes, Jund is a control deck.
Mm-hmm.
Just not in the typical sense. Jund has answers. Like I said, you Jund them out effectively. You're like, I'm gonna keep taking things away from you until I get to a point where I can win.
It's a control deck that doesn't. It's tap out control.
Yeah.
Is that what the term is?
Yeah.
There we go.
It's hey, I'm gonna 1-for-1 you until I can take advantage.
Yeah.
As opposed to like typical controls, like, oh, you put 3 creatures on the board, cool, wipe the board.
Not anymore. I'm gonna play monkey, and I'm gonna kill everything you play that can block the monkey, and make you discard your hand so you can't kill it. And then I'm gonna play your deck for you.
I still love the first time I played against that version of Jund was everything they hit was either land or Path to Exile. He's just like, I can't. I'm not pathing my own monkey. I'm like, this is great.
You at least get the treasures, and then you can ramp.
Yeah, but he ended up losing. So it's like, hey, like, here's a Batterskull. Down to Lily. Put Batterskull back in my hand. Here's Batterskull.
The monkey just keeps. I keep seeing so much fun stuff with him. I saw. What, turn 2 Vindicate your opponent's 1 land.
Yeah.
I saw somebody casting Karn, which of course that's great. I just saw somebody who they had their own Shark Typhoon because of it.
Oh man, like I said, like I do appreciate Modern Horizons. Like, it definitely did shake up the format in a lot of ways.
A lot of good ways.
Nothing seems
too busted.
I do feel like the next card that is being talked about on the chopping block is Mishra's Bauble.
Bauble, yeah. Could be.
And that's just because, like, with things like Dragon Rage channeling.
Dragon Rage channeler, Lurrus.
Yeah.
The only other thing I've seen really people complain about is Lurrus as a whole.
Yeah, and like my thing, like, look, in order to be able to get Lurrus into your hand and cast it in a turn is 6 mana.
Yeah, 6 mana, and then you can't do any. Well, I guess you
if you have,
that's what the Bauble does.
Yeah, right. But it's just, I mean, like you're paying 6 mana for a 3/2 and to draw a card effectively at that point. So it's like, meh. I will say with the previous companion mechanic, yes, Lurrus was ridiculously busted. Yeah. Hands down, no questions asked. But like with the new one, like, no, you gotta pay 3 mana, put them in your hand. I'm like, all right, so you have something that's like quote unquote protect from Thoughtseize, but I'm also like, you have other cards like that now with adventure zones and
like it's protected from Thoughtseize, but like getting up to 6 or 7 mana, so
right.
you cast so you use your graveyard.
Typically, you're casting him when you have nothing else to do. You're like, I'm gonna get him for one turn, next turn, then cast him to do things.
Yeah, so there is a turn where he can get removed out of your hand.
Yeah, and I say usually, I mean, yeah, that's just. I will say I think the quote unquote problem card currently would be Mishra's Bauble. So everyone thought it was gonna be Saga, but like Saga's good, but Saga isn't busted.
Yeah, it hasn't been too bad. But maybe that's just because I haven't had the displeasure of playing against a Titan deck yet.
Oh, I've watched videos on that matchup, and it's just like Urza Saga doesn't make that deck any faster. It makes me able to find an amulet turn 3.
Right. Okay. This is the hand where I think I put Grief on the bottom, and then I drew a black card, and I was like, I could have turn 1 Grief Ephemerated. But I was like, Grief is so far off. I don't have a black card.
He could have lived the dream.
Yeah.
But he didn't take the risk.
I didn't get to do it on camera. I don't turn 1 cat. And he's like, what does that do?
What is this? I have not played a crappy standard before.
Even the people that did play standard forgot about this card. I feel like.
We all hated that deck. So like, oh, they're ahead. And it's just like, oh, look, now they're going to be more ahead. Yay. Oh, he got a second oven? Great.
Yeah. It's good. Love that cat.
I mean, alright, yeah, so turn 1, fetch for Steven's tapped. If I'm, I don't know, if I'm Storm, do I risk putting a mana reducer down turn 2? I think you always want to wait until turn 3. Because you want to be able to put it down and start going. Because I think most of your acceleration is instant speed. So like, if you attempt to kill it, you can still just gain a bunch of mana.
Yeah.
And Storm count, I guess. Ooh. Leaving the shields down against turn 3 Storm.
I think I'm leaving the shields down because I don't have anything to do. I don't think I had another option.
You could have bluffed.
I could have bluffed. Sure. That doesn't get me anywhere with Storm, though. Then he just plays another land. And then I'm screwed the next turn.
Non-blue players not making their opponent have to like double think choices.
I mean, I will if it's like if it's a good play. But like I'm looking at my hand and I'm already so far behind that this is going to be a rough one to win. Bluffing's going to put me even farther behind, only for him to just go, "Yeah, I'll play a land, pass," and then. And then next turn he'll have 4 mana, and then I'll just lose. Because then he doesn't even need the reducer.
I mean, you still have to have a ridiculous hand at that point, but
yeah.
I mean, look at you about to hit him for 6.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, that's right, he did. Then your turn. We should have to hit him for 6, unless he's just like, "Hey, we're about to make a storm." So he has a Baral in hand. So if he has a 3rd land, I feel like he can start. He's like Baral.
Barrel. Pulls out his storm stuff. Old man counters and storm counter.
Alright, so I mean this makes you feel like he has a 3rd land.
Yeah, it's a rough one. If I remember correctly.
There's a 3rd land. Yeah. I love you in the chorus. All right, he didn't even give me a coloring book.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, if I remember correct, things do not turn out very well for me.
I mean, your memory is pretty bad, so.
Yeah, sure.
Ryan's like, it's only bad if I'm winning. If I'm losing, those come through very clearly. How'd you lose?
No, it's just bad. Period. It's a very bad memory.
See, kids, if you don't play blue, you have a bad memory.
I play blue some, and I still have a bad memory.
Because he plays blue some. He doesn't play heavy blue.
Cheated. We saw an island up there on top.
Oh no, not the island. Oh, is that alright? Alright. So 1, 2, 3. So storm count is 4 currently.
Yes, storm count is 4. We'll go up to what, like 5 red, 2 blue.
I mean, I would assume so. We're just going up more red.
Yep.
So I mean, if he has like Past in Flames in hand, he can just do more, but we still need a grape shot.
If I remember correct, he.
This grape shot.
Oh, he has a grape shot. Okay.
Oh, so if he goes grape shot, Past in Flames, then you're just.
No, he does something worse.
No.
I think he goes grape shot, kill your stuff, and then he does warrens.
Yeah.
And he just goes, all right, I'll make 14 1/1s. And then I go, yeah, I remember looking at my Plague Engineer in my sideboard and thinking, why would I need that? And then I'm like, oh yeah, that's why.
Oh yeah, goblins breed like rabbits and elves.
I would want it so that I could just go, yeah, your empty the warrens was worthless.
Yeah, and it also makes Goblin Electromancer a 1/1.
It sure does.
So the classic Goblin beatdown and not the Goblin deck.
I'm like looking at my hand. I'm like, yeah, I can kill like 1 Goblin.
See, if you had a Batter Skull, you could have probably won the race.
No, I could. I'm at 15.
Right. He swings. You block with a Batter Skull. And you just swing back, and you block again. You could eventually win that race.
I go up to. So I block with the batters. Yeah, maybe.
So you go to 5, and you attack go to 9,
maybe.
And you block and go to 13.
Remember, he had the grape shot, so he would have just killed batter skull. Like he would have just killed the germ.
Oh, that's fair.
Even if I
if you had batter skull, okay, yeah.
And that was turn 3. Remember?
Yeah.
I couldn't have had the batter skull.
Well, not with that attitude. You could have Gemstone Caverns.
You're right. I could have Gemstone Caverns. That's what I should be playing in my grief deck. More card disadvantage.
Like I don't actually know how good that. I've only played against that deck once, and like both like games, he just had the God Hand of just like turn 1. Grief, Evoked, Ephemerate, turn 2, Shallow Grave, turn 3, Persist.
Yes.
It was like,
that's
both games was just like, Jesus.
I think that one's a much better deck. Now that I'm like really thinking about it and I've like looked at both of the lists, I'm not playing the one that's playing like Unmarked Grave and Persist and stuff.
Yeah.
I think that one's probably a way better deck.
Oh,
but it's also not mid-range, so I don't care.
Alright. At least you understand your personal biases.
See, I love mid-range. All started
typical crappy junk
back in Hearthstone. All started back in Hearthstone playing what like Sen X Hunter or whatever.
Oh my god.
That was the first Hearthstone deck I built. I loved the hell out of that deck.
Oh man, I built Ice Mage. Because like Mage is my favorite one. Like, oh, you thought I was dead? No, you're dead now.
I think the only other like Hearthstone deck that I made was I made Egg Druid, and that was Egg Druid was so much fun.
Oh my god.
And then they nerfed like 2 cards out of it, and it was like, all right, well, I guess my what was it, 4 mana for like 3 2/2s with haste that die at the end of turn or whatever. They nerfed that one, and they also nerfed the. They nerfed Innervate. I don't remember if that was in my deck.
I mean, yeah, it should be.
And then they also nerfed what was it, the one where like all you give all of your creatures like +2 power until end of turn or whatever. That one. It was like, all right, well.
I mean, at least you're one of the Jade Totem players.
Oh yeah, Jade was coming out like around when I stopped playing Hearthstone as much.
Oh, you're rolling in again? Oof.
Yeah. I moved 4, I think.
Oh, against Storm, that just does not put you in. Unless you literally have like land, grief, black card ephemerate, you're just behind.
I didn't, and then he had the God hand, if I remember correctly.
I mean, his hand art looked pretty good.
His hand was like the best Storm hand in the world. Like,
tell me, how's it feel?
It felt so bad. Because I'm mulling to 4. Because I looked at my first hand and I was like, this is too slow. I don't have any disruption. And then my next 2 hands had no lands. And I was like, this is significantly worse.
How much land are you running in the deck, just curiosity?
24? I think I'm running 24. I might be playing like 22. I could be that dumb. I'll pull up my list real quick. Maybe if I can brief up in there it is. I was playing 22. So I mean, yeah, it's like a little harder, but still like pretty to go.
I mean 22 with how many fetches? I guess that's the bigger.
4.
Yeah, alright. So you're not terribly off there.
Yeah, I think I'm just playing Marsh Flats. Yeah, I'm just playing Marsh Flats because I have like Silent Clearing. And I have Urza Saga, which is already like only a land for a couple turns.
Ooh, alright. If you're playing Urza Saga, yeah, you probably want to bump it up.
Yeah.
Because like that's the issue that when I was playing 22 or 23 in Urza, that was the issue I would have.
Oh, don't worry, that deck's getting scrapped.
Are you going to transition to the better one?
No. No. Because I have no interest in Reanimator. Like, it's just not a thing that I'm interested in. I think I'm like, yeah, go try them.
Which Triumph? The Abzan or the Sultai?
The Abzan one.
Oh, that's right. You were talking about this earlier because you were playing the Prismatic, or
Yeah. Prismatic. Yeah, no, I don't have any use for the green.
Okay.
I don't think. Well, actually, yeah, there's literally no reason to play the green. Actually, well, maybe. I gotta re-look up a card.
He's like, ha, the one like hybrid card that matters.
No, the one card that matters but now there's Vindicate in the format is Mythos of Nethroi.
Oh my god. Okay.
Why am I getting a call? No one calls me.
Except your friends.
My mom.
Aw, someone's mommy loves him.
I talked to her the past 2 days. I don't.
Someone's mommy really loves him.
I need the 3rd day in a row.
You say that.
Oh no, it's Salundi Visions.
Yeah. I was like,
and then I'm like, alright, cool, I got oven.
Cat. We'll get there eventually.
We'll get there. We'll totally get there. I have 2 ovens. That's right. It's not that slow. I got 2 ovens. I can do like 3 or 4 damage a turn, right?
Alright. That's somewhat reasonable, but you don't have a...
No, I had Inquisition. and then I look at his hand and he goes, oh yeah, empty the Warrens, Pass in Flames. Maybe not Pass in Flames. He's got like triple.
Oh, yeah, it looks like that's the Mimic, I think.
They got Peer, empty... triple ritual.
So it's great. If he really wants, he's just like, if he finds a red source, just like ritual, like empty the Warrens, boop.
Yeah. But right now he doesn't have a red source, so I'm like, all right, we're doing okay.
All right, we're not terrible. Top draw red source.
Yeah. Maybe not yet. I'm trying to remember what the other card in his hand is. Echoing Truth? Is that what it is?
No, I think it's the Mimic.
Mimic.
ETBs you copy a spell or creature you control. That is also a land.
It's not spell. It's only creature.
Creature?
Yeah.
I think it's 2-drop, and it has the like if you target you sacrifice.
No, it's 3 mana.
Is it? Okay.
And it is. Yeah, it is bad. Yeah, it's like 3 mana. It only copies creatures you control. It's a tap land.
Oh, well, so he has a red source now.
He has a red source.
Fat Shock, to the surprise of no one. Question is, can he deal 21 damage this turn and put Ryan's cat out of its misery? From constantly having to go into
he doesn't
another.
have to deal 21 damage. He has empty. Yeah.
It's also fair.
He has to know that I don't have a second mana source and pray that I don't draw Plague Engineer.
I mean, you need 3 mana source for Plague Engineer, but sure.
Yeah, no, I don't even have a second one, so he's got 2 turns to swing with the goblins.
Oh, man.
So, he doesn't need Grape Shot, and he has the Bastion Flames, so he'll be able to make way more. Oh yeah, he goes pieces of the puzzle. There we go.
Oh, that gives him all the instants and sorcery. Oh, wow.
Double Manamorphose.
Past in Flames?
There's the Past in Flames. He didn't have it yet. Now he has it.
So, I mean, he's effectively just draws 3 cards?
Yeah, he puts...
Oh.
I think he changes his mind and he takes the double Manamorphose.
Yeah, I mean...
Because at that point, he's able to go Ritual, Manamorphose, Past in Flames, do that again,
and then
empty
Goblin.
the Warrens for like 12, and then it's like, okay, no, actually, you can't win. I actually can't.
Not with that attitude.
You're right. I'll top draw Echoing Decay, and then that'll do it.
Right?
Or Bile Blight. I'll top draw Bile Blight, and that'll do it.
Going old school here. I mean, if you draw more land, I could believe in you a little better.
Oh, I guess you didn't do it that turn. So yeah. I guess if I draw land, and then the next turn I drew
Plague Engineer.
Land, and then I drew Plague Engineer, I'd be alive with like 7, or like 7 life.
And then 8, and then 9, and then 10.
That's the only way I could possibly win. And I didn't draw land.
Alright, so it's like
obviously
Ritual.
I am dead.
Yep. Alright. I'll laugh. He plays like a one of like Goblin Chiefs in the deck. Gives him all.
Yeah,
Ryan's like
playing he's playing the new Hobgoblin Lord.
Just, how could this happen to me?
I think I was talking to you at that point, and I was like, yeah, I'm losing heart. Yeah, I mulled the 4. I'm in a rough shape. He's got the God Hand. I'm in a rough shape.
Oh, okay. I mean, I might as well make 2 blue. I can do a second Morphos to make 2 more blue if you really want. Oh, okay.
His hand got better too, draw.
I mean, I'm sure. Like, it's not getting worse.
Yeah.
Ryan's like, okay, Ryan's like, I know you got an empty. We're done here. Oh, and a Grape Shot. Oh, God. Past him playing.
Yeah. I was. It wasn't a fun. Game 1 was fun. Game 2 and 3, I mulled into oblivion. Didn't get anything.
Gross. I mean, Storm in 3.